Thank you very much, John, and also Yolan. And we told the story of the use cases that we created in the project. But I'm welcoming on stage colleagues and friends from Giravolt project of the Generalitat de Catalunya, Albert, Sierra, and I'm sorry for my pronunciation, Lluís González. Yes. Pretty good. Yeah, that will tell us about their work and this digitization experience for raw art. So the floor is yours. We are looking forward to hear about your stories. And I take the occasion to mention that we also collaborated with the Giravolt in the course of the project. So Albert is a dear friend and esteemed colleague. Please.
Let's put the clock on. Just to okay. Thank you very much for having us here. It's a great pleasure to share our work with so talented colleagues, and we will show you just a little introduction, a small introduction of what our project, our 3D project is. And also a pilot project with some special difficulties that you can check. Yeah, difficulties and challenges. Okay, thank you. Giravolt is a program from the government of Catalonia that it's aimed to spread the knowledge of 3D technologies in the cultural heritage sector here in Catalonia. We have 4 main areas: a digital corpus, we will talk about later about that, contacts and works with the professional sector, and also some education and different audiences activities that we will not talk about that today because our time is limited. This is a collaborative program, so we have worked with more than 50 different institutions here in Catalonia. Essentially, the main project is to digitize architectural heritage, archaeological and museum objects from all over the country. And we have reached around 700 models done, almost 500 of them published on Sketchfab with CC BY licenses. And we are trying to show the diversity of the Catalan heritage from Japanese armors to dinosaur bones, from contemporary art to all things. We use laser scan technology for architecture and archaeology, and mainly photogrammetry for museum objects. Lluís González, my colleague, is the laser scan specialist. And for example, for conservation, we try to follow the UA recommendations of 50% of endangered, all endangered, and 50% of most visited places, cultural places, should be scanned, 3D scanned before 2030, something like that. It's really close. So we are not reaching that mark, but we are starting to digitally document all the cultural heritage buildings that are owned by the government of Catalonia. And every one of them that is subjected to some renovation or restoration, because as Notre Dame and La Fenice and a lot of other buildings, the major risk for architectural heritage is renovation, not climate change, that also it is, but human works, not so carefully managed restoration works. So, for example, this is the university. Okay, the University of Cervera, with 113 scan positions and a lot of millions points. And for example, we have we try to okay, should start automatically. No, then click maybe. Watching the video. Okay. Yeah. Second thought. Okay. We are. Oh, that's not capella. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay. And we are trying to do really high resolution scannings. For example, in this very big room in the main. Okay, in the one of the main rooms of the Generalitat Palace in Barcelona, we have done like between 300, around 300 million triangles, and from 100 to 208K textures. This is the kind of high resolution digitizations that we are working with right now. Let's try to, yeah, to go again. Ahora sí que suelo el vídeo. Vale. Okay. And we have been working also with EUreka3D, and we have done just a little test of the workflow to publish some object in Europeana. This object is one of a Romanesque bench, one of a really singular place in European heritage that I cannot explain in detail, but but it's a fascinating piece of wooden work from San Climent de Taüll, World Heritage Site here in Catalonia. Okay, so we are working a lot the last year in a project that is called the Eyes of History, that is trying to use all the 3D models that we have done since now and doing new models to bring a new VR experience, shared space VR experience. It's not individual, but shared experience from 8 to 15 people in the same time. And this is like a foldable space that can be transported to the schools and will be traveling for 2 years in around a minimum of 100 different schools. It will stay for a week in one school. There is a lot of educational products around the VR experience, and this VR experience is also in the monument itself. So we have in this year and next year, in these 2 years, we will be working with that on 5 different monuments. And we have started last month to do the first pilot project with schools. Obviously, the students are super excited when they have this in their school. And it's working really, really well. We can tell a lot more about it in the coming months. And for example, here in the left side, you cannot see that, but it is there. There is a 3D model of the El Cogul rock art, and then you make like a traveling time to the office of the archaeologists that discovered that work, and after that, there is in the right side you have the books. In the library, you can see a lot of things, and then you travel to the moment where this was painted by a woman. So we are changing also the stories that are being told about this art and this heritage. So we can go in that one. And we will start to talk about this work. Pargarell is not far from here, maybe 50 kilometers, something like that. 40 kilometers from here. And next slide. And this is the work of a very peculiar artists, Josep Pijula and Garrell, combat legs, like cowboy legs. This is the name of the of the artist. He was a retired carpenter that when he retired, started to build towers, labyrinths, and all kind of structures with the wood, with everything that he found around his house. There are a lot of crazy things there. And he was very, very creative and very volcanic too. Next slide. And and sometimes he decided that it doesn't make sense to do that, and he tried to burn everything, but he failed to burn everything. And next slide. And some things remained. He died 8 years ago, and the local authorities, because he started to build things around their property, but also outside their property. And it was a really complex legal scenario. And some things remained, like this one. And the local authorities talked with us to kind of preserve some memory of this environment, and they built like a park around that. It's very well known for the tourists around the area. A lot of people love that. You cannot climb to the towers right now because there are no towers, they were falling. And obviously, this is not something that you can preserve for the eternity because it's raw materials, it's rooting just. So we did like one-day pilot work to see what can be done with that. And we started with laser scan. We did, there are 3 different places. You will see some of them here. These are like a fountain. This is a source of water here. And they start to build things around it with stones, with all kinds of materials. And okay, and this is the result of the scanning. I think it was like 17 or 18 positions with the laser scan. We can go forward. Yeah, another one. Another one. This is particularly beautiful. Another one. The second one is like this wooden structure that is the tomb of his car. Yeah, because he loved the Renault 4 that he had for so many time and built a tomb for the car. So the car is inside this building. Some of you have seen this in virtual reality. We have a virtual reality headset here with a more or less model of this building. So if you want to see that shortly before we start the workshop, we have some minutes to check it out, but it's impressive. So we can go inside. Yeah, maybe we can change to Sketchfab to see the Sketchfab model. Maybe, oh, no, yeah, okay. Obviously, no. Sorry. No, passa aquest cap allà. És que no s'està veient a dalt. Okay. Igual és de super. Okay. Yeah. Laser scan is really good for precision, obviously, but it's difficult to share. Even here in Sketchfab, this is a 2 centimeter points model. Obviously, it's much more. We have much more resolution, but it's not the best solution. So we started to work with photogrammetry and laser scan data combined. And also with the new viewers, like we can work with much bigger sets. This is almost 200 million polygons and 110 8K textures. So this is it. Here, yeah, the car. You can. Obviously, no matter what the effort you put here, you will not get a perfect scanning. But we think that this is a first step to see what can be done with them. But this is impressive, having in mind and taking into account the difficulties that we face it there, because it's obviously it's moving. Most of the materials are organic material. It's a nightmare. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Next one. Okay. This was laser scan and photogrammetry. I think it's okay. 5 minutes. Okay, perfect. And also, a veure si pots amb el ratolí. Aquí ho veia. Aquí, sí. Video is tricky. Okay, pues una altra cop. So, this is a short video of the... Sí. A veure si pots... Exacte. This is a short video of the VR experience that a design studio has worked for us. And we have worked with Quest 3 headsets and very simple interactions like having a ball of light. You have the hand control of it, so you can put your head inside of it and lighting, see everything that is there. I cannot recommend enough to to have this small experience. If anyone has a Quest 3 or any Quest headset, we are publishing these small experiences in the SideQuest store, so for free. So you have available right now one from Sencelles, a Roman site near Tarragona. We will be publishing in January probably Sant Climent de Taüll, Rockman's Church, and probably next year we will be publishing something about this. Okay, yeah. So we deal with a third place, that is the labyrinth, done with all kind of organic materials. We started with photogrammetry, and the result was awful. And yeah, because it's I don't know, if you have unlimited time and unlimited people, you obviously can do it, but this is not the reality. So we started to try with the Gaussian splats. From photogrammetry, we went to the nerve side, and after that, Gaussian splats went over the top again. It's a very fascinating way of displaying environments and 3D content. It's not building a real 3D model right now, maybe in the future it will be doing that. So if you want a real 3D model, you have to stick with photogrammetry. But this creates really nice visualizations of 3D environments. And it's getting better by weeks. Every week you have something new that improves the state of the art in this site. So we started with the Luma AI work. We don't have the time to show you that. Yeah. And now, a ver si pots el vídeo, si no salta l'altra cosa. A veure si tens aquí. Aquí hauria de funcionar. Oh. No funciona. Okay, pues vinga, cap allà un altre cop. Okay, so we learned in the last weeks, in the last month, about this software that you can install in your computer, and you can work with a more or less understandable UI. Okay, yeah. You can train your model here in your computer, not online like Luma AI or Polycam offer. So this is much more controlled environment. You are not sharing your photographs with a commercial company that you don't know that they will be doing with that. So you can work inside. It works more or less like a photogrammetry software, as you can see. It aligns the photographs, and after that, it creates a point cloud, and after that, a visualization. It's a three-dimensional visualization. You can move around it, and you can do renders, video renders from this 3D visualization. Obviously, this is not the best capture. It's an 8-minute video with 16 millimeters lens, automatic. It was a very bad video to start with, but it worked really well. So we have a result that is a surprise from a very crappy data. We have a result that it's more or less acceptable. So we will be working with this technology in the coming weeks, and see you again probably next year and explain you something about it. Thank you very much.